Let's talk about economical systems. So, up until now, unfortunately, we saw the capitalism of all the societies seems to be the one that brought most wealth for the general public. At the same time, it is also a declining situation because of the laws of capitalism with monopoly laws, economies of scale, as well as compounding interest. The rich are getting richer now and the poor are getting poorer. At the same time, socialism has been proved multiple times to be a failed system, and high welfare, like for example Italy, where I'm from, is starting to destroy the countries little by little. Greece was a good example. Italy is declining. Many other countries are going that way, slower or faster depending on the country. So what can we do? What if we can take the system that as per now has been working the best, even though we know it's not the best system in general, which is capitalism, and instead of replacing it, use the system but make it better? Capitalism runs on two things. Number one is the allocation of capital in the most efficient way to make the entrepreneur richer, as well as the last consumer better off by providing stuff for less. And on the other side, it runs off the most negative side, which is consumerism. People consuming, people buying. So lately, a new concept called degrowth has been introduced. Degrowth is based on local economy, trimming down consumption, focusing on the necessary, and slowing down in everything. We can keep the capitalistic society, but if we start focusing on the necessaries and being happy with less, we can even strive with the capitalistic system. We simply need to start accepting the fact that a year of no growth or degrowth is not that negative as long as it doesn't kill companies. Because here's the thing, a company might not be growing, but it still might have a positive income. It might not be growing the sales compared to the years before, but it might still have a positive income. It might still be able to pay salaries, still make money to the last entrepreneur without exploding too much and exploiting too much. This is I believe, one of the sides of the concept of degrowth. Keeping what we have and improving it, but it needs to be improved on a societal level, not on a company level. If we together consume less, we're forcing companies in incentivizing us by dropping prices, dropping the cost of living. If less people buy an iPhone, Apple is forced to drop prices. If less people rent and stay at the families for longer, renters, so landlords, are forced to drop rents, and so much more in many other sectors. I hope this makes sense. Let's take what we have and change it with the power of community rather than replacing a whole entire system.